Welcome, my name's Anthony King. I just wanted to say that this series is based upon my book, Living in a Bubble, which is available on paperback and Amazon Kindle. If you want to know more, you can find it on my website, anthony-king.com. Thank you. Welcome back to my video series about mild autism spectrum disorder in adults, based on my book, Living in a Bubble. Let's continue from where we left off in our last video together. Living with Asperger's, sensitivity to smell and light. Smell is a big challenge for 1/3 of people on the spectrum. When we smell, the information goes right to the limbic area of the brain. The limbic system controls memories and emotions. Certain smells are hot-wired to automatically trigger stress, fight or flight responses to warn against disease and other threats. Now, imagine if the sensitivity level was turned to high. This is why it is so powerful and overbearing for some of those on the spectrum. In fact, it can be so overbearing that it results in actual physical illness such as nausea, gagging, and vomiting. Of course, you can turn this sensitivity to your advantage somewhat, for example, by spraying perfume that relaxes and comforts onto an item of clothing like a scarf. That can be used in certain challenging situations. We can be preoccupied with a smell that others can't detect. This can also relate to eating with relation to the environment and surroundings, but also to the smell of the food itself. Undersensitivity to smell. As well as oversensitivity, the converse can also be true. Some people have no sense of smell at all, or a limited sense, and this can cause problems like failing to notice extreme smells, sometimes including their own body odor. Perception. Bright lights, certain types of fluorescent lights, and even bright sunlight through a window can often cause distress, headaches, and discomfort for some of those with ASD. This can cause behavioural changes as well as a variety of physical issues. Tips and advice. 1. Controlling your environment. As best as you can, take control of your home environment and create a safe space for recuperation and relaxation. Identify any issues and solve them. If they cannot be resolved, then move out. You will probably quite easily be able to identify a problem because it will be obvious to you. However, if it isn't so obvious, then use your emotions as an indicator. Just sit and absorb and see how you feel. Eventually, you will identify what it is that's making you feel uncomfortable. The key is to identify and resolve. Take responsibility for your own environment. You must control the things which are in your control. 2. Don't be afraid to change lights and experiment. Ask to have lights changed if need be. Communicate with your landlord or boss and attempt to resolve problems. Any light issues within your own control should be identified and dealt with. This might involve changing a light bulb. If this is not possible, then you can purchase lamps that are more suited to you and use these instead of turning on certain lights. 3. Smell again. Identifying the problem is the first thing to do, and then the second is to work out how to solve it. This might need communication, or, for example, if you are in a restaurant and the toilets, moving away. Ultimately, it might be moving away from the source of the smell permanently if you can't address it or remove it. 4. Learning to accept. Accept that you can't control everything in life, and that external situations and habitats will never completely be as you would like, and rationalize it with the fact that you can probably put up with more than you think. Tolerate some things outside your control, but reward yourself later if you've done so with a humorous spirit. Communicate and talk with your friends and allies, and make sure you recuperate and recharge. 5. Sunglasses. Embrace sunglasses. These are great to not only block sunlight and other types of light, but also to hide behind. Wear what you like, which helps. And if this means wearing sunglasses at night, do so. If people ask questions, tell them the truth. Tell them that you have a medical issue, or don't reply at all. You don't have to acknowledge rude questions or engage in any type of communication that you don't wish to. Thank you for joining me today. We'll continue with more in our next video. See you then.